Hello my dear friends, I am Corey and in this video we are going to literally put camouflage onto our miniatures. So my dear friends, I have already done some video on how to paint camouflage. Actually I've done two. One was for the tutorial on how to paint the Tannet first and only, and the other one I show you how to paint a desert camouflage, and I have used my Space Marine Eliminators, I think the name is correct. But beside painting camouflage, we could also literally put some real camouflage, a very texturized type of camouflage. You will understand what I'm talking about. In modern military, I don't know if you have seen it, but most of the time, a lot of military vehicle, in order to camouflage themselves, they use this strange kinda net, which would technically mimic the vegetation around it. And we have an option to do this thing on our miniatures. This is why on this video I'm going to review the AK Interactive Camouflage Net. This is literally what it says. It is a net for camouflage, but in scaled down in order to be used on plastic model kits. I have already used this thing on one of my projects a while ago, and since it was so fun and easy to use, I decided that one day I would have done a tutorial or just a review on this camouflage net for AK Interactive, and this is the time. And well, this is it. This is the package in which it comes. It is literally kind of a sheet of paper, but all cut it out to form this sort of net for camouflaging. I guess I'm going to say camouflage a lot in this video. Anyway, this is the brown color. They have in three colors, which is this brown, a very dark green one, and also a white one. I think that could be used on snowy themed miniatures, or you can just paint it whatever color you want. In this case, I'm going to use this because I wanted to use it on my Space Marine, which are painted with a desert themed. So I think that the brown would be the most useful in this case. Two things before we get started. First, this is not a sponsor video, and two, this is a little bit off scale, because it says here on the package that it is a 1:35 scale, which is too big for our 28mm miniatures, but you will never notice the differences. I have already used this on one of my model kits, and you wouldn't tell. You literally wouldn't tell, so it's not a problem at all. Don't get scared if it is too off scale. So this is it. Let's go to the hobby table so that I can show you how to use the camouflage net from AK Interactive. This is the camouflage net from AK Interactive. At first glance, it looks like a napkin with a nice carved pattern. It's very soft and incredibly thin. I think this is great, since this way you'll be able to see what's underneath once it has been placed. This is the miniature that I'm going to use. Did you remember her? She's one of the Space Marine Eliminators that I have used on the Desert Camouflage tutorial that I have made a while ago. The link is in the description if you're interested. The first thing that I need to do is to decide how much net to use. The best way is to use more than you think you'll need. Better safe than sorry. And then cutting it out with a pair of scissors. As it is right now, it's flat and unnatural, so I need to work with it a little bit. I started by stretching and tear the entire net, enlarging the pattern and creating holes in it. This way it looked more realistic. You can also paint on it, and I decided to recreate the pattern that I have already painted on the cape of the Marine. I thinned the color to make them look almost like a wash, and then I started to randomly paint the net. I have also washed the net with some Agrax Earthshade to darken it down a little bit. And now the scary part of the process. I need to glue the net on the miniature, and for doing that I'm using some watered down PVA glue. I've created a 50% mix of the glue and water, and then I started to applying it on the model. I'm calling it scary because applying glue on a painted model looks like I'm gonna ruin it, but trust me, it will be great in the end. Be sure to shape the net with your brush and to cover all the parts that you want to be covered. Once the glue dried, I sprayed the model with a coat of matte varnish, and this is the final result. Pretty cool, don't you think? I wanted to see how it would look on a bigger model, so I have covered an entire Lehman Rust tank with it. I must say, the result is pretty awesome. So my friends, let me know down in the comments what you think about this camouflage net. I think it's a very great product, it is incredibly easy to use, and the result is quite astonishing in my opinion for the amount of effort that you have to put in it. Anyway, let me know down in the comment what you think, your suggestion if you have already used this, or if you are planning to use it in the future. Also, leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. Down in the description you will find two links. The first one is for my Instagram, so if you want to follow me there, I will be very happy. And the other one is to buy this camouflage net. Even though this is not a sponsored video, you may be interested in something like this, so even though I'm not gaining any kind of money about this, I would be happy if you can find it easy so that you can use it on your model. So this is the end of the video. Thank you very much, my friends. I'm Corey, and I hope to see you the next time. Bye, my friends. Ciao, ciao.